Let me tell you a secret. Some people don't fall in love with you, they flood you. They overwhelm you with attention, compliments, promises, and affection so fast that your brain doesn't get time to think. It feels like romance. But a lot of the time, it's not love, it's a strategy. And if you've ever felt like someone pulled you in hard, made you addicted, then suddenly turned cold and confusing, this video is for you. Before we start, answer honestly. Have you ever met someone who came on extremely strong texting nonstop, praising you nonstop, talking about a future together way too soon? Come on, Y if yes, N if no. Love bombing is basically emotional, overfeeding. In the beginning, they give you so much sweetness that you feel chosen, special, and finally understood. They create a high, and once you're high, you make decisions you wouldn't normally make. You open up too fast. You ignore red flags. You overlook inconsistencies. You invest before you verify. That's the trap. Let me paint a simple picture. You meet someone and within days they say things like, "I've never felt this way before. You're different from everyone else. I can see a future with you." They want to talk all day. They want to FaceTime every night. They want to see you constantly. At first you think, wow, this is real. But here's the truth. Real love grows with time and consistency. Love bombing grows with speed and pressure. It's not built, it's sprayed. Now I'm going to break down the 7 biggest signs of love bombing. And I want you to listen carefully, because one sign alone doesn't prove anything. But when you see a pattern, multiple signs together, that's when you need to wake up. Sign number 1. They move too fast and try to lock you in early. They talk about commitment before you've even seen their character under stress. They call you the one before they've earned access to your life. They may push for exclusivity immediately. They may rush intimacy. They may say, "I just know I don't want to waste time." When you know, you know. The problem is, speed can feel romantic, but it also prevents you from observing reality. When you're moving too fast, you can't fact check. You can't see how they handle disagreement. You can't see if their kindness is real or performative. Speed is their advantage because your brain is still intoxicated. Sign number 2. Constant communication that turns into monitoring. In the beginning, it's good morning, good night, I miss you, where are you, what are you doing, send a pic, call me. Why aren't you replying? You think it's attention. But attention can become surveillance. You start feeling like you have to be available on demand. If you're busy, they get upset. If you don't respond fast, they guilt trip you. The goal isn't closeness. The goal is control over your attention. Sign number 3. Extreme compliments that feel too perfect. They don't just like you. They worship you. They say you're the most beautiful, the smartest, the most mature, the most special person they've ever met. They mirror your values. They agree with everything. They make you feel like you finally met someone who gets you. But here's the warning. Sincere love notices you as a human. Love bombing idealizes you as an image. They put you on a pedestal so you'll be afraid to step off it. Quick check. Out of these first 3, moving too fast, nonstop communication, and extreme compliments, have you experienced at least one? Comment Y if yes, N if no. Sign number 4. Big gifts, big gestures, big promises early on. They buy things. They plan trips. They offer help you didn't ask for. They talk about moving in, getting married, building a life together. They use grand gestures as emotional debt. Because later, if you question them, they can say, "After everything I've done for you, you still doubt me?" They turn generosity into a weapon. And this is how a lot of smart people get trapped, because they confuse intensity with integrity. Sign number 5. They push you to merge lives too quickly. They want passwords. They want access. They want you to share everything. They want to be in every part of your day. They may say, "No secrets. We're a team. If you love me, you'll be open." But healthy intimacy respects boundaries. Love bombing often tries to erase boundaries because boundaries slow them down, and slowing down is the enemy of manipulation. Sign number 6. The moment you set a boundary, they switch. This is one of the clearest signs. You say, I like you, but I want to take it slow. You say, I can't call every night. You say, I need space this weekend. And suddenly they act hurt, angry, or dramatic. They say, so you don't care about me. You're just like everyone else. I thought you were different. They try to punish you for having a normal boundary. A healthy person can handle your no without turning it into war. A love bomber often cannot because your boundary threatens their timeline. Sign number 7. The classic cycle: intense affection, then withdrawal, then confusion. This is where it gets addictive. In the beginning, you get flooded with warmth. Then, once you're emotionally hooked, they pull back. They text less. They act colder. They become inconsistent. And now you're anxious. You start chasing the version of them you met in the beginning. You work harder. You overthink. You blame yourself. You try to earn their affection again. And that's exactly what they want. You addicted, chasing, and self-doubting. Let's be brutally honest. The reason love bombing works is because it hits a deep human need to feel chosen, valued, safe, and special. If you've been lonely, if you've been hurt before, if you've been overlooked, love bombing feels like medicine. But it's often sugar, not nutrition. It tastes good, and then it crashes you. Now, I'm not saying everyone who comes on strong is evil. Some people are just excited. Some people are naturally expressive. The difference is simple. A healthy, excited person can slow down when you ask. A love bomber pressures you, guilt trips you, or punishes you when you ask. That's the test. So how do you protect yourself without becoming cold or paranoid? Here are practical steps. Step 1. Slow the pace on purpose. If someone really likes you, they will still like you when you slow down. Say it clearly. I'm interested, but I move slowly. I want to build trust over time. Watch what happens. If they respect it, good. If they push harder, that's information. Step 2. Judge consistency, not intensity. Intensity is easy. Anyone can send sweet texts for a week. Consistency is harder. Watch how they behave over time. Do their words match their actions? Do they keep promises? Do they respect your schedule? Do they stay kind when they're frustrated? Do they listen when you disagree? Consistency is the currency of real love. Step 3. Keep your life intact. Don't drop friends, hobbies, routines, or goals just because someone feels exciting. Love bombing thrives when your world shrinks. Real love fits into your life and supports it. Manipulation tries to replace your life. Step 4. Beware of emotional debt. If someone gives you gifts or favors early, don't let it silence your intuition. You're allowed to question. You're allowed to step back. You're allowed to say, this is too much. If they respond with guilt trips, after everything I did, that's not love, that's leverage. And here's a simple sentence that saves a lot of people. I appreciate you, but I need time to build trust. If that sentence makes them angry, you just learned everything you need to know. Now tell me, do you want part 2 where I give you 3 exact responses to shut down love bombing early responses that keep you calm, confident, and unshakable? Comment why if you want it, and if you don't. Let me end with this. Love should feel like clarity, not confusion. It should feel like safety, not pressure. It should grow deeper with time, not burn hot and then turn cold. If someone floods you with emotion but can't respect your boundaries, that's not passion. That's control disguised as romance. And you don't need to hate them. You just need to protect your life.